So, maturing as a senior, a single one, I went out with my meetup group, one of them anyway, and I just find meetup groups unusual. You know, it's hard to fit in when you move to a new place, and my meetup group in Northern Virginia was reasonably intelligent people who could make good conversation on occasion, even over the noise of the band. But this one, not so much. This was literally, for some reason, they wanted to have it at a carnival atmosphere outside in 55-degree weather, which is not my happiest weather. And I don't like rides. I don't get on rides, okay, because they're what I call death defying rides. You don't even know if the screws have been put in correctly by the felons that have, set them up. And, but, I just found it, I don't fit in. And do you fit in? What is there to fit into anymore when you're single and on your own and you're a senior? And a lot of people don't, they're all set. They've still got their kids, even though they're way grown, they're living through them. So, and if you're not from the suburbs and you don't have a child, they look at you like, oh, you don't have any kids. Okay. All right, so hi, Bob, But if you're in New York City, they look at you if you do have kids and they're like, you have how many kids? Two? Oh, your career must have gone to shit. It's a totally different thing. But, I guess, and I also wasn't 9 to 5 like most of the people in the suburbs. And, it's hard to fit in sometimes. And when you're young, it's like a revolving door, especially if you're single. Even if you're married, it's still a revolving door. There's so many things you just go, or a merry-go-round, you're just trying to grab stuff. There's so much to grab, And as you get older and you get back out there, it's like, what the hell? Did I just hear crickets? It's a carnival. I'm not, I'm getting sand in my socks and kids are running in front of me. I almost tripped a couple of times. All right. And this one guy out of nowhere, we're like standing there chatting briefly. I'd seen him before, but he says something to me like, I have a 401k. If you don't have a 401k, you're really screwed in life. So you might as well and I'm just like standing there. Where did that come from? All of a sudden, we're talking about a 401k. I barely know you. You haven't even asked me to dance. So very strange conversations. And the women look at me sometimes like they want to stab me in the forehead with a salad fork. Anyway, I don't know. Got to come up with other things. I talked to my therapist and I said, well, what other things should I do? Go to a senior center. I don't want to go to a senior center. Okay. What else is there? Oh, you can take up volunteer work. I have 3 cats and a bunny. I volunteered for that. Okay. I smell, I have turds wafting throughout my house all day long. Volunteer work is a great idea, but I just meant to socialize and maybe if there's a needle in a haystack, find that, prince that I missed, 35 years ago. So maybe not. I guess my prince is, he's already sailed or whatever. But anyway, I guess the only thing you do is just keep going. And you hear that in the background? Those are the cats. It's a never end of, craziness. So that does keep me busy on occasion. Just wondering. I mean, look, if you have grandkids, that's one thing. I don't have grandkids that I know of. So just got to keep getting out there and, whatever. Maybe no more meetup groups for now, unless it's really something fabulous that they're doing, which I don't really know what seniors in a meetup group would be doing right now. But anyway, we'll see.